What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today I got a bunch of new Ruthless Aggression style figures in from both the WWE line, and I also got some deluxe Impact figures in this big box of figs. And we're going to unbox them and check out what we got. I'm trying to get one of each character made in the line. So let's see what we got. Boom! Alright guys, so in this box is a bunch of Ruthless Aggression style figures that I picked up from somebody off of Instagram. They were getting rid of their collection, so let's check out what I got. For the most part, they seemed like they were in pretty decent collection, decent condition, I mean, so we'll see. Blindly picking one out. First up, I don't have a Test figure from the Ruthless Aggression line, so I had to get Test. I think it's got a pretty decent short-haired head sculpt on him. He's got his signature tattoo that he used to wear on his tights. Rest in peace to Test. He's got the black tights, wrapped hands. Pretty cool figure. You know, it's a short-haired Test. Initially, I wanted the shorts Test with the that came with Stacy Keibler, but I just thought this one represented the Ruthless Aggression era much better, so we went with this one. Current roster superstar. We have MVP. I didn't realize I didn't have an MVP. At first, it took me forever to get an MVP solely because I didn't realize how they did the hair. This looks like paint loss, right? I didn't realize this. Somebody had to tell this to me. This is actually paint to make it look like spaces between his braids. It's actually a different color than the plastic. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. It's very strange to me. This is not paint loss, and it blows my mind why they did this, but they did. It's a completely different color than the plastic. Very strange. It's clearly painted on there. Not sure why. It was unnecessary in my mind, but I mean, the figure looks great. He's got his red suit on, the red and white boots. It says MVP on his chest. It's a pretty good likeness as well, as you can see. So now we have MVP to add to the old Ruthless Aggression roster. Who's this? Marcus Corvon. Now, to be completely honest, I don't even remember him being on the roster, but I believe this is Marty Brown. That's who he was in TNA. Pounce on the back of the tights. It's got like a lion on the front. And pretty good head scan for Monty, I would say. Gold and cheetah print on the sides of the tights, wrapped hands, gold knee pads. Pretty, honestly, pretty basic looking figure, but it's his only one, so obviously we were going to get it. We're trying to complete the line with one of each guy, right? All right, who we have here? This is Mike Knox. He had a Mattel Basic, so he comes in black bikers, little shorts, with a little design on the side, wrapped wrist, plain black boots, and the shorter beard look that he had before his Mattel Basic, which has the big mangy beard, and it's an awesome looking figure. One of my favorite basics they ever made, and it's crazy to me that he only got one figure. He was definitely deserving of an elite in my eyes just because of how toyetic I think the guy is. Here we go. So I was holding out for a good Rob Van Dam. I knew I wanted one with the thumbs. He had to have the thumbs. And I wasn't sure which singlet I wanted to go with, but then I saw this one and I remembered that there was a Titantron in this exact same singlet, and they re-released it later in the Ruthless Aggression line. And because he would, he recycles his stuff still. Like, you could still sometimes catch ones that you saw him wear in other companies. But so he's got the yin yang, the RVD, the claw marks through the singlet. He's got his thumb hands, the ponytails there. Pretty decent head sculpt, I would say, for Rob. You know, he's snarling. I wasn't sure if I wanted a smiling one or not, but the smiling ones, he looks high, which, I mean, that is very RVD-ish, but I thought this was much cooler for an action figure. His boots have Van Dam on the side, which is a nice touch. He's got the kick pads. Obviously, we're going to have to display him with the thumbs. Boom. Rob Van Dam. So yeah, we didn't have a Rob Van Dam in the Ruthless Aggression collection. This is one I was excited about. Now, this is not part of my rules. My rule is they can't be in the Classic Superstars line to be considered a Ruthless Aggression on my Ruthless Aggression shelf. I collect Classic Superstars separately, mint on card, and I have Ruthless Aggression line figures, which includes Ruthless Aggression, Ring Rage, any of the pay-per-view series, Off the Ropes, ECW, all that stuff. That's fine. Even like non-Classic Superstar exclusives. But if it's a Classic Superstar, I'm not going to put it on the shelf. So this isn't going to go on the shelf. It's crazy. You make up your own rules in collecting, and that's my rule. We have Zeus, and he's got Tiny Lister, great head scan. Look at that. Debo, he's got the Z shaved into his hair. He's got Zeus on the side of his tights. The Z on the front. Really cool figure. Great likeness. It's amazing that we even got this figure. Rest in peace to Tiny Lister, but very cool. I mean, look, even the eyes, they're like, the eyes are different sizes. You know, I think that detail is huge, you know. All right, so here's another one that's not going to go on the Ruthless Aggression shelf. It's Hulk Hogan. Now, this was a Classic Superstars limited edition figure. I didn't want to pass it up because I probably won't own it mint on card, but it's a cool figure. It's a more, at that time, modern Hulk Hogan. Now, there's only one, I believe, Hulk Hogan Ruthless Aggression figure that wasn't a part of the Classic Superstars line. And that was a WrestleMania 2-pack with Randy Orton and a Hulk Hogan. So that's who's going to go on the Ruthless Aggression shelves. This is just going to go somewhere else until maybe I get a mint on card. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But great head scan on the Hulkster. It says Hulk still rules. Hulkamania on the tie-dye shirt, which is excellently executed. Tie-dye pants, boots, and it even has the airbrushed Hulk Hogan head on the boots. Very cool. And honestly, this looks great. Looks absolutely great. Looking back, you know, Jakks figures get a lot of hate, but they did some really good stuff. And they you know, were they guilty of pumping out too much product? Maybe. But, you know, they did some great stuff. Who's this? Next up, we have Evan Bourne. Now, this one's pretty detailed. The head scan is okay for Evan. Matt Seidel. He's ripped. Great torso for him. He's got the blue armbands, white wrist tape, the blue tights with the red deco, Bourne on the back. He's got him flipping on the sides. It's got the old peace sign there. The design that he would put on his boots. I personally think that Mattel nailed his figures early on. But, you know, he had a Jakks, so I wasn't going to not get it. And I love that they included the deco on the back, the laces on the back of his boots. It's a great touch. And it's got a belt. Good Evan Bourne figure. This is one I've been holding out on, okay? Big ECW fan, so I really wanted to have a more, definitive looking Tommy Dreamer figure in my Ruthless Aggression shelf. So I got this with the ECW shirt, the old school looking logo, black pants, black boots, black shirt, taped hands, and we got Dreamer doing the classic T, as I like to say, and he's got a great head scan, a little bit of paint loss on it, but I mean that'll do because it's a pretty tough figure to come by, so we'll make do with what we have. Next up is a controversial one. I was really debating whether or not I was going to put him on the shelf, but he's part of the line. I don't have many of his figures, and that's Chris Benoit. He's got for real on the side of his tights, claw marks, blue tights, and, it is a very good head scan of him. I do not support what he did. I do not condone it, and it makes me sick to my stomach, but this is solely for the purpose of just achieving a collection goal that I had, and nothing more than that. Here we have RTruth, still a current superstar. His only Ruthless Aggression figure, we're not including the Deluxe Aggression, but his pants say RTruth on both sides. Great denim look to them. Decent head scan for the time. I mean, he looked a little bit different then. He was younger, obviously. He's got the R on his chest. Doesn't have as many tattoos as he has now. Just pretty much the R on this figure. He's got detailed hair. The gloved hand. Very cool figure. Happy to have the RTruth because when I was looking for them initially, going through this collection, it was very tough to find an RTruth, surprisingly. It's weird. It's weird with some figures. You'll have trouble finding something, and it's not because it's rare. It's not because it's valuable. It's just not out there. You're just not finding it. And I beg you to not confuse the two. Do not confuse rare with people are just not selling it. You have to remember that a lot of these things, these are children's toys. So you're going to find people who had them as kids and they don't realize they're worth anything, or they don't collect anymore, or they're just lost in people's basements. That's just how these things are. Next up, I can't believe I don't have this. It's a Big Show figure, classic one strap. He's got both of his tattoos and a decent head sculpt. This is from the 2-pack with Mikey, which I also don't have, but really cool figure. And I love the giants, Great Khali is an excellent figure. He's huge. Here's another big guy that I don't have, and I can't believe I don't have. Mark Henry. I wanted one with the cloth singlet, and I wanted one with the long hair and the beard. So it really limited which ones I was out to get, and luckily this guy had one. So here he is with the cloth singlet. Great likeness on Mark. The hair kind of just hangs back, but that's okay. He's probably a little bit thicker, heavier than I think he should be, but, Jax is going to jack. Next up, we have Vladimir Kozlov. It doesn't get more basic than this. Black boots, black knee pads, white trunks with no deco. But let's appreciate this head sculpt. Absolutely incredible work on Mattel's part. So we got to give him some love there. All right, got 5 more, and this is the last WWE. This is Ric Flair. I wanted an older-looking Ric Flair head. I didn't want the best of WCW, which I am counting in this this collection. I don't count them in Classic Superstars. Classic Superstars is anything. So basically, this collection is anything that doesn't come from the Classic Superstars line. But I wanted, I don't like calling him Old Man Rick, because he really wasn't that old. But, later years of his career, Ric Flair, a little bit thicker. He's got the RF on his trunks. He's got the RF on his boots. And I just love these head sculpts, so I wanted this one. I just think it is uncanny how much this looks like Ric Flair at the time. Even now, it still kind of is what he looks like, you know? All right, next up are some TNA guys. First up, we have Bobby Roode. This is long-haired Bobby Roode. These are the Deluxe Impact. He's got the chain link on the front, Roode on the back, and God, we don't give Jax enough credit for how good their head scanning was. I mean, you could totally if I didn't tell you that was Bobby Roode, you would know it was Bobby Roode, even if you didn't watch TNA and know Bobby Roode was in TNA Impact Wrestling. So yeah, we picked this one up. Running out of room. Got Series 1 AJ Styles, Deluxe Impact Series 1. And he has the AJ Styles signature on the side of his tights. Styles. He's got the phenomenal one, the one on the side. Styles on the front. And there was two different versions of this figure. This is the bearded version. So he's got the facial hair. Also got Series 1 Stinger in the red. Absolutely beautiful. So he's got the scorpions on his boots. Scorpions going up the sides. The red pads. Scorpion tail going down. The leg. And look at that. Look at that head. Incredible. Absolutely awesome work on Jax's part, I would say. And last but not least, I didn't realize how tall these figures were until I compared them to actual regular Ruthless Aggression, is Series 1 Samoa Joe. Really cool. He's got the wrist tape, the taped elbow, taped hand. Awesome deco on the side. This figure is absolutely huge, by the way. And he also comes with the painted face, you know, the design on his face like Joe used to wear back then. But just the head scan in general, again, look how great that is. So we got the TNA Series 1, and I think this is TNA Series, Deluxe Aggression Series, Deluxe Impact Series 6 Bobby Roode, but don't hold me to that. So we got a bunch of TNA Deluxe Impact figures, but we also got all these Ruthless Aggression. We got Vladimir Kozlov, MVP, Test, Ric Flair, Mike Knox, Marcus Corvon, RVD, Zeus, Hulk Hogan, Evan Bourne, Tommy Dreamer, RTruth, Chris Benoit, Mark Henry, and The Big Show. We got over here, we got AJ Styles. We got Samoa Joe, Stinger, and Bobby Roode. So that's my haul for today. Really excited about this. And now I'm going to go put them on my shelf and we'll get back to you. All right, so I got them all on the shelf. A lot of people ask me how I organize these. They're alphabetical, so A's up in the back, and we work our way all the way down to get to William Regal. And in the front, I have the first ever Randy Orton and John Cena figures and the first Brock Lesnar Ruthless Aggression figure. Yes, I know he had a TTL before this, but that's how I have them. But yeah, so they're just alphabetical. So yeah, as you can see, we got a couple of them back there. Got Chris Benoit, Big Show, Marcus Corvon, Evan Bourne, bunch of them, bunch of new guys in there. Mike Knox, MVP, Ric Flair, RVD. Yeah, looking awesome. I love it. One of my favorites is this Sandman figure. I just think it's incredible. And yeah, really happy with how this is coming out. Can't wait to get the rest. I think I need 50 more characters to be able to finish it off. Most of them are women characters now because I just don't have a lot of them. And I'm excited to. They're just so expensive, some of them. And down here is my small Jack's Impact Wrestling shelf. So there's the new AJ, new Samoa, new Bobby Roode, new Sting, and then I have Eric Young, Kurt Angle, Rob Terry, and then I have Kevin Nash and Kurt Angle from the regular RA style figures. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at FigHeel and at Unreleased Wrestling Figs. Check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure coloring books, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and go to ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel for all your merchandise needs. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at FigHeel and at Unreleased Wrestling Figs. And you can visit the merch store at Pro Wrestling Tees and check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure coloring books available now on Amazon.com, including Prime shipping.